This is the Oneness Podcast. I am Jessica Delmar. I assist in strengthening your knowledge of who you truly are as a powerful creator being during these powerfully shifting times. Hello everyone, thank you so much for being here. This is part 4 of the Blueprint of Divine Consciousness. In this episode, we are going to just continue talking about the information that's been coming through about the Blueprint of Divine Consciousness, specifically about multidimensional 5D manifestation, as well as peeking a little bit more into exactly what is the Blueprint of Divine Consciousness in terms of the journey that a lot of people are stepping into. I have a really strong feeling that in 2021, we are going to be unpacking and diving even deeper into the Blueprint of Divine Consciousness because it does connect with the seasons and the months. So starting in January 2021, we are going to be diving even deeper into the Blueprint of Divine Consciousness over with our monthly soul group members. So if you want to join our monthly soul group, now would be the time because we are opening up this whole new journey in the new year starting in January. When on a journey of a soul crystallized being, you are purposeful and a visionary for yourself and others. The soul leads the experience to find utmost joy and purpose in everything, not just for self-benefit, but for planetary benefit. Self-realized beings are mindful, intentional, live with purpose and strength in the self, and the heart leads the self-realized experience. Self-realization gives way to soul realization, which a lot of people are moving into. And 2021, what we've been talking about in connection with this Blueprint of Divine Consciousness really opens the doorway for a lot of people to step into this soul realization experience and journey. So self-realization gives way to soul realization, and this opens the doorway to a whole new dimensional experience through your internal evolution. When you understand that your reality is manifested from your consciousness, not your desires, you will begin to understand your world. Your consciousness maintains its own network or grid that manifests your reality. And so you must understand your consciousness in order to better understand your reality. Understanding your reality is about understanding what messages that your deep inner child or your connection to the source within is trying to tell you each day. The Om mantra will allow you to surpass all the many layers within to reach the inner core of who you are. The Om mantra is an opener that surpasses all frequencies. Use it wisely. Manifestation in 5D is based upon your aligned consciousness, not desire. This is because aligned consciousness births desire, and so you must know that your consciousness field is living and breathing and birthing new light into your reality through desire. But you must first clean up your consciousness and shed light and awakening to the deepest of your unconscious. Then you will know the difference between desire based upon illusion and desire based upon your soul. When your desires align with your soul consciousness field of thought, then the way that you manifest shifts from desire into being. And when you have a desire, instead of aligning to the vibration of that which you want, you align to the vibration of that which you are. And that which you are becomes you, and therefore that which you want is naturally manifested into your reality. The learning guide in 5D manifestation is that you do not layer new vibrations upon your inner field of thought. Meaning, in manifestation, you sometimes suppress lower vibrations in order to engage higher vibrations to align to manifesting what you want. But just because you push your lower vibrations to the side to manifest what you want, which exists in higher vibrations, does not mean that the lower vibrations simply disappear. You will find that when you meet and reach the deep core of your inner child, existing in the unconscious void that we spoke about in November, all of that suppressed emotions and vibrations exist in tenfold. So, the learning guide in 5D manifestation is about embracing the pure essence of who you are within, without built-up layers, so that your desires for manifestations are triggered by soul awareness for expansion, not desires triggered by lack or want. And in aligning to soul desires, you are placed within a journey of embracing who you truly are in alignment with your soul, and that any desire that you have must first be embraced as a field of thought that you are not the desire, but that the desire was manifested because of who you are. And if you do not feel worthy of the desire, then you open a journey of embracing your worthiness of the desire so that the desire is able to manifest in alignment to who you are and who you truly feel that you are. The wisdom of the 4 seasons offer portals of alignment to the self. The magic of the 12 hedgestones, which are the 12 monthly portals, offer avenues for self-expansion. Stonehenge and other megaliths that utilize stones in a ritualistic foundation are attempts at capturing a vortexual spin of energy that opens a peek into other realms beyond the human vortexual field. Monoliths upon Earth work in a larger planetary capacity. For example, obelisks and pyramids hold powerful vortexual spinning energy where they are at, but their purpose is part of a greater web of connected obelisks and pyramids throughout the planet that make up a greater megalith when put together in a larger field, a larger planetary field. The spinning vortexual energy of the greater network of pyramids and obelisks, for example, open a greater field of energy that affects in a larger capacity. The seasons and months in a calendar also serve a similar purpose, but instead of being physical pillars or monuments, they act as pure energy or pure energy portals. And in the energetic realm of Gaia, the seasons and monthly energies offer specific windows into realms beyond the physical. In physical megaliths, energy spins counterclockwise. This is because the energetic force of the natural physical world spins clockwise. Now, I was just kind of honing in on specific megaliths across the planet, which may have spun counterclockwise. But of course, there are other energetic pockets around the world where megaliths or monoliths could spin clockwise because the energetic force of the natural physical space around it spins counterclockwise. So it could go either way, but just the specific megaliths and energy centers that I was picking up on were spinning counterclockwise, which is why this information came through in this way. So the purpose is that by adding energy that moves in the opposite direction, the vortexual field is able to encounter 0 point. And when 0 point is attained, a new momentum of energy is thread into the needle eye of reality. When you have stagnant energy, you may receive acupuncture or acupressure to help stimulate the body's meridian field and get energy flowing again. Well, the same thing goes for Gaia. Megaliths and monoliths were created for the stimulation of Gaia's energy. And in the construction of these monuments, energy is stimulated and interwoven along with the current energy field of Gaia. When humans awaken into enlightenment and their consciousness is stimulated and expanding, the human acts as a similar energy conductor as a large monument or megalith does. the human becomes a walking, living, energetic acupressure or acupuncture point, or rather, the needle of the acupuncture. And so, everywhere that the human goes, the human stimulates the energy field, spinning energy in a vortexual motion that neutralizes imbalanced energy and offers a powerful black hole of 0-point magnetic energy, which lifts dense energy and offers new stimulation for the area upon which they stand. So the same thing goes for a human. The vortexual field that's spinning around you can go in a counterclockwise or a clockwise motion, depending upon where you are and how the energy is spinning in the natural world. So if energy needs balancing, your energy field, can spin in the opposite direction to help neutralize or balance energy. The megaliths and monoliths of the planet, including crop circles, are energy vortexes that for many people are much too powerful to be near. Human conductors, once they reach a level of vibrational enlightenment, are much more acclimating for others who are not as enlightened. And so, human conductors are able to spread and travel throughout the world and shift energy without as much resistance from others. The more of you who light up, the larger and more widespread the spinning vortexual field is upon the planet of enlightenment, and the more the realm of 5D peeks through the windows held energetically in between each enlightened being. When monuments connect together, the bigger picture forms, and the same thing can be said about the months and seasons of your calendar. The seasons open the energy of the months, and the months open the energy of the year, and a year opens the energy of a cycle, and a cycle opens energy of a cosmic calibration that determines ascension steps into expansion or contraction, depending upon where the universal growth is. The cosmic calibration then feeds the energy of the solar system and planet Gaia, which affects the seasonal energy of Gaia. And so the seasons then open energy into the months, which open energy into the year, and so on and so forth in this megalith cosmic cycle. So, your alignment to the seasons and months assists in your alignment and flow within this greater cosmic cycle. Each year is different, but the principal or foundational energies remain very similar. In each energetic field of season or month comes a dominant principle or foundational energy that allows you to access very deep layers within. On the journey of self-realization, the layers that you access are layers within the self. But on a journey of soul realization, the layers that you will access are layers within energy consciousness and soul unity. And so, the journey begins. We want to first start off by illustrating the blueprint of divine consciousness so that you may recognize a tangible aspect to the non-tangible. In the center of the blueprint is where you stand. It is the open door that you are able to access through your journey of self-realization. From this center circle opens a stairwell of 12 upward steps in outward circular motion. Then you open 4 doorways, which are viewed as upward energetic motion through the 12 steps. This means that within each of the 12 steps is also the 4 seasonal doorways. This means that even though, for example, winter comes in December and lasts until March, the energy of the winter portal is multidimensional and also exists within each month. So now the blueprint appears as if it is 4 separate paths or pieces of a pie with a center point and 12 layers. But in fact, the blueprint is a multi-dimensional experience, Meaning, for example, if you were to take a path of winter, you journey through the 12 steps or 12 months of the year. But how can you do that when you also have the other seasons, which also move through all 12 months? You do this by not viewing the blueprint as two-dimensional. A walking labyrinth path is two-dimensional, but people walk the path to find mindfulness and spirit through meditation. But the labyrinth is about finding your multidimensionality in a linear reality. You enter into a field that is not attainable in linear, but is mastered in a non-linear field of thought. There are many ways to take this journey, and so we leave it in your hands. But to understand that you must approach it in a non-linear fashion is what matters most. When you find the multidimensional, non-linear path in the unfolding, you will also understand the linear path that needs to exist for those who struggle with thinking outside of the box. We will go further into this in the new year as we walk the path of this blueprint, and we will dive even deeper into this journey with our monthly members. But for now, you must know of the changes in the path ahead for you, and embracing a path in which all exists, rather than a path in which you think things happen in order of linear occurrence, will take you further down the rabbit hole of multidimensional manifestation. Multidimensional manifestation is 5D manifestation, and the ability to manifest in alignment to the multidimensional field of your soul. For example, each manifestation that you birth holds a specific soul purpose because it is birthed in alignment to your greater soul. And your greater soul knows the greater path that you are on, that you may not necessarily be able to sense or see in your human form. And so walking in faith, in alignment with your soul, offers you the cushion of knowing that all is truly well. This ensures that whatever you manifest now offers a greater purpose, not just for you, but for others and for a greater mission that you may not yet see. And that instilling certain aspects of the self is about instilling certain aspects of your soul, so that you may become more and more aligned with your soul crystallized self or being. All serves a purpose, and the experiences you are opening now are opening for a greater unfolding in your overall journey, and that you are never done, but always on the way. And in embracing your multidimensional aspect, you are embracing your true form as a source aspect having a physical experience. In understanding this, you strengthen the mighty knowing that your very now moment physical experience is a powerful creative manifestation in and of itself that will one day serve the divine purpose of birthing the all-powerful energy frequency signature that enables an aspect of Source itself to exist as its full and fleeting, eternal and infinite being, able to birth a universe upon which one day, on a planet called Earth, you will exist, because you have always existed. If you have any questions about this episode, or if anything was sparked in your awareness regarding the information that came through in this episode, feel free to leave a comment or a question. You can also head on over to the Anchor app, I'll post a link in the description, where you can actually leave a voice message with your question or anything else that's on your mind. Follow me on Instagram for updates, and subscribe to the email newsletter list for weekly oneness messages. Thank you so much for being here, for listening in, and for all of your support. This podcast can now be found on all podcast platforms, so listen and subscribe on Apple iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Breaker, and YouTube. I'll see you in the next episode, and remember that all is truly well. Oneness, love, and peace be with you.